3 years ago, I got a $200 repair bill for my car, and I didn't have $200, not because I was broke, because all my money was working. It was invested, it was budgeted, it was allocated, but it wasn't accessible. I had to put it on a credit card at 22% interest. That one bill cost me $1,463 by the time I paid it off. Here's the thing. I had been told to save 3 to 6 months of expenses, but nobody told me what that actually meant for my income. At the time, I was making $52,000 a year. 6 months of expenses felt impossible. So I did nothing. And that's the problem with emergency fund advice. It's too vague, too one size fits all. And when the goal feels impossible, most people pick zero. In this video, I'm going to give you exact emergency fund targets based on your income level, not 3 to 6 months. Real numbers, real math, stuff you can actually do. Let's talk about why the standard advice fails. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. Okay, what does that even mean? If you make $35,000 a year, about $2,200 a month after taxes, 6 months of expenses is around $13,000. That's more than a third of your annual income. Telling someone making $35K to save $13K before they do anything else is like telling someone to climb Everest before they go on a hike. Meanwhile, someone making $120,000 a year, about $6,500 a month after taxes, 6 months is around $39,000. That's a big number too. But as a percentage of income, it's about the same. The difference is the person making $120K has more room to save. Here's the thing. The number of months doesn't change based on income. But the strategy to get there absolutely should. Let's break this down by income level. I'm going to give you a target, a timeline, and a monthly savings rate for each bracket. Bracket 1, under $40,000 a year. Your target is a $1,000 starter fund first, then 3 months of bare bones expenses. That's roughly $6,000 to $8,000 total. At $150 a month, you hit the starter fund in 7 months. Keep going, and you're fully funded in about 3 years. Here's the thing. If you're in this bracket, do not let the big number stop you. The starter fund changes everything. That $1,000 means a flat tire is an inconvenience, not a crisis. Start there. Bracket 2, $40,000 to $75,000 a year. Target is 3 to 4 months of actual expenses. That's roughly $10,000 to $18,000. At $400 a month, you get there in 2 to 4 years. In this bracket, you've got enough income that the emergency fund is a discipline play, not an income problem. Automate it. Bracket 3, $75,000 to $120,000 a year. Target is 4 to 6 months. That's roughly $20,000 to $35,000. At $700 a month, you're fully funded in about 2.5 to 4 years. In this bracket, the temptation is to skip the emergency fund and invest everything. Don't. One job loss, one medical event, and you're liquidating investments at the worst possible time. Ask anyone who had to sell stocks in March 2020. Bracket 4, $120,000 and above. Target is 6 months minimum, ideally 9 to 12. At this income level, your lifestyle costs more to maintain, and high-income jobs take longer to replace. 6 months is conservative, 9 to 12 is safer. At $1,200 a month, 6 months takes about 2.5 years. Now, here's where most people get this wrong. They keep their emergency fund in a checking account earning zero. Or worse, they invest it. Your emergency fund is not an investment. It's insurance. And insurance costs a little bit of return in exchange for being there when you need it. The right move, a high-yield savings account. Right now, the best ones are paying around 4% APY. That means a $20,000 fund earns you about $800 sure. You're just sitting there. Not life-changing, but a lot better than the $3 you'd get from a big bank. Do not put this money in the stock market. Do not put it in crypto. Do not tie it up in CDs unless you have a separate, truly liquid fund first. The whole point is that you can get to it in 30 seconds, not 3 business days. Let me make this really clear. Here's what counts as an emergency Job loss, medical emergency, car repair that keeps you getting to work, home repair that keeps your house livable, unexpected funeral travel, emergency vet bill. Here's what does not count: a sale at your favorite store, a wedding you agreed to be in, Christmas presents, a vacation deal, I deserve this purchases. If you can anticipate it, it's not an emergency. It's a sinking fund. Separate category, different video. So how do you actually build this thing? 4 steps. Step 1. Open a separate high-yield savings account. Not connected to your checking. Not visible in your main banking app. Out of sight, out of temptation. Step 2. Set up an automatic transfer for the day after your paycheck hits. Not the same day, not when you remember. Automatic. $50, $100, $400, whatever your bracket number is. The amount matters less than the consistency. Step 3. Name the account, not savings. Call it car breaks down fund or lose my job money. Research shows you're 30% more likely to leave a labeled account alone. Make it feel real. Step 4. When you hit your target, celebrate. Then move on. Do not move the goalpost. Do not decide you need about months when 6 was the plan. The point of the emergency fund is to be done, so you can invest without fear. Here's the question I want you to sit with today. If you lost your income tomorrow, how many months could you survive without borrowing money? No credit cards, no loans, no parents. If the answer is 0, that's okay. That was me 3 years ago. But now you know your number, you know your bracket, and you know exactly where to start. Next week, we're building on this. Now that you've got your emergency fund plan, we're going to talk about what comes after, actually growing your money. How to start investing when you don't have much. What accounts to open first. And the one mistake 80% of beginners make in their first year. That's week 2 of Stop Guessing, Start Knowing. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. If this gave you a clear number to aim for, hit subscribe. New videos every week breaking down the money stuff nobody taught you. We'll see you there.